Hey, welcome to PODeGOZER. Today, just like in the comic books, an epic crossover. We got PODeGOZER on this side, and on that side,
the House of Gozer podcast.
That's right, the House of Gozer podcast. They're a podcast group. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Something like that, yeah. I'm Jason.
Chris TV.
Brian Mullet.
And I'm Christian Ellis.
So tell us about House of Gozer. I know you guys have been going a while.
Well, this would actually be our first actual sighting. Because we have never done video, and we've avoided video because we're a bunch of ugly motherfuckers.
Second that.
House of Gozer, a.k.a. Bigfoot.
Have you seen this side?
Sasquatch.
During the podcast, you're just like a profile.
I was seriously considering like being like nameless ghouls from Ghost and just having.
We got plenty of masks here.
Yeah, got plenty of masks.
Not a bad idea.
But no, we are a geek pop culture podcast. We talk about comic book movies. We talk about horror movies, sci-fi movies. We talk about books, TV shows.
And things we hate and we rage.
Yeah, we rage a lot, especially if it's Warner Brothers and DC. We've been going since 2014. Was it 2014?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, we've been going since 2014.
They got it.
So, hi, folks.
Hi.
All right, so
What to do with my hand?
you guys, you
So
just did
weird.
your 200th episode, didn't you, or something like that?
We just did, yeah, and you guys were there. Thank you guys for coming.
Welcome.
We just
didn't make a
this would
mess?
be
I didn't make it at all.
yeah, 200 episodes.
So how did you guys? Who came up with the idea?
It's a story we've told. Don't point fingers. It's a story.
his fault.
It's a
This is
story-
his fault. Fuck
It's a
that.
story I've told on the podcast. But basically, what happened is we went to a convention together, and I knew this guy. I used to work with this guy at Toys R Us, Jason and I. But I've known Brian
I got kicked out.
since Toys R Us.
For a minute.
We met standing outside in line for episode 1 toys. True story. And so I knew him, but I didn't know he knew him. So when we all
very
met
weird.
up,
happened.
It was
yeah.
very
he was
weird.
like, I know this guy, I work with him, Jason Mabry. And I'm like, what? There can't be 2 Jason Mabrys in the world.
Mabry?
Mabry.
Bad idea.
Mabry.
Mabry.
My mom's maiden name's Mabry.
Maybe
Oh, shit.
What? You are not the father.
You are not related.
It's a family reunion. No,
Yeah. Well, I will say my family tree goes straight up, so I don't know. There's no curves involved.
no. So we went to this convention. It was a Horror Hound convention in Cincinnati. We hung out, we laughed, we had a good time. Probably the best time we had in like a long time. Yeah. And so I got this crazy idea. Well, if we could capture that chemistry on a podcast, it'd be great. And it only took us 150 episodes to get there.
The formula's there, though. Right?
Yes.
Chemistry.
There it is. Chemistry.
We're pretty locked in
Science.
at this point. Yeah.
Methane.
Now, if they want to hear your podcast, where do they go?
Stitcher.
I've had this rehearsed forever. You can check us out at Shit, that's horrible. Facebook.com/House of Gozer. You can get it from there. You can go on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere where podcasts can be found. So we're pretty much everywhere.
House of Gozer. That's GOZER.
Yeah. A lot of people get that confused. It's not a Ghostbusters podcast. Gozer just sounded cool. I think we had like 120 names at one point.
It
There
took
was
a really long time. Plus,
Yeah.
a lot of them were already taken.
yes.
Yeah.
120 names.
Yeah, we were gonna go with
Yeah,
like
a
the
list.
day. We went Gotham Globe because it's Batman, so we were gonna use that.
Globetrotters.
Yeah, see that? Where were you? Where were
5
you?
years ago.
man?
See?
That'd be
Now we
great.
actually have to officially change the name.
Yeah, we were gonna go. Dude, the Daily Bugle Blowers.
Right, exactly.
See, now they're coming to me, but then we had a long list, man, and we were just like, we can't make this work. And I think I said if I was going to open a comic store, I'd call it the House of Gozer, so that's what we went with. And it's okay. It's all right. It only took 200 episodes for the brand to kind of start setting in, so that's progress.
Have you guys thought about moving with a video like the YouTube podcast?
You know what? That's coincidence that you mentioned this because, okay, first of all,
A day in the life.
let's get this out of the way. I've known this guy
Forever.
since I was 8.
Yeah.
So this is weird. We got stories. We could probably encapsulate a whole podcast.
That would be like a 6-hour podcast.
It would be a 6-hour podcast.
That's why you're the guys are the host.
Right.
Well, the rest of us are going to go out and barbecue.
Everybody take a
Find our own
photo.
occupation.
Let us know when you get to the high school.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are friends.
Yeah, I've known this guy forever.
Hey, you got lotion? No one cares.
And I think it's kind of cool, man. You guys got a podcast
Put it
going
in the
on. It makes me
basket.
I'm super stoked. And
I had
us
such a good
and-
time doing your guys' at one time long ago.
Yeah, he did. What episode was that? Like 17?
So, I was
really
out,
early.
wasn't I?
No.
Holy shit, don't tell me you know the catalog.
Yeah.
You remember episode 17?
Look, I'm not trying to impress you. I looked it up before I came here.
Back when we actually only had one mic.
Yeah, we had just
Yeah, we
got
had, like, two.
I think it was
Or
maybe
two mics.
22. It's like one of those in there, and I had just gotten the setup, and we were using like one mic, so we had one condenser mic in the middle of the table, and we'd all kind of talk into it, and everybody would kind of. And if you're what you don't know about condenser mics, if you're over here, or you won't get the same. It's supposed to be all around, but ours had a shield back here, so you couldn't hear it. So
It didn't sound.
yeah, we
It
were.
didn't sound.
We were.
It didn't
We
sound.
totally
about
were.
comments.
It was a table. It was like 2 foot by 2 foot, and we're like,
It was a little square fold like card table.
yes. We're like, hey, how's it going? And then we got this whole setup, and I was like, Mike, you got to come do the podcast because Mike's a complete nerd.
Yeah.
And he gets it. And the first thing
Yeah,
Mike
he is
does,
a fucking nerd.
Mike sits down and looks at all the chords and goes, "Why, this is a hell of an Amish setup you got going on here." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, well, you know, we're
Howard
looking
Bob Butter.
But it's honestly,
Churning out hits. I'm churning out hits.
Were you an original member?
I was not.
I didn't think.
I mean, I was not.
yeah.
When did you join? When did you join?
It was about
Episode 23.
no, it was about halfway through. It was before 100, but it was like 80s or 90s probably. Would you say?
You came
finale.
in like sporadically.
Yeah, you
apartment
invited me to
of
guest one day, and then you would just keep inviting me back.
Yeah, because he's the smart one. This guy graduated from film school, so he's kind of super smart.
I went to film school. I didn't graduate.
Well, he
from
went to film school, and that's
Well,
close
and the
enough.
other thing,
Kinda like
man,
I went to
before
high school, I didn't
think we're
graduate
getting
from high
ready
school.
To do our like 10-minute thing, but the guy that you guys had last time, the walking encyclopedia. I can't remember his name, but he was sitting on the couch and he was drinking like gin, like a classy whiskey.
Tom.
Dude, I mean, he knew. Dude, halfway through, I was like, "What the shit, dude? This dude knows." He goes, "Oh no, that's
Tom is like Tom is scary,
Dude, I was impressed, man. I was like, this dude, like,
both
he's just a walking
intelligently and
encyclopedia.
octavely. Quite scary.
Well, real quick, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back in another segment and talk more with House of Gozer. So suck it and stick around.
House of Gozer.
Yep.
All right, welcome back to PODeGOZER. We are with House of Gozer, crossover PODeGOZER event.
Dun dun
All
dun.
right, let's get back.
Poor
So you went to
bastards.
film school.
Yes. Oh, he did. No, I'm sorry.
You can take
I
credit
did
for it if you
directly
want.
out of high school. I went to Emerson College for a year for film, but I didn't last more than a year.
Well,
Question.
Yes.
Wasn't it a waste of money? You could have watched
In
more.
my case, it was because I didn't get very far into it.
I went in your same boat. I went to broadcast film school and stuff, and I.
It's like watching tennis.
You know what I mean? Like, the thing was, I realized that all I needed to do is read more and watch more movies.
Well, in my
That's all
case,
you do.
I quit because it was expensive as shit. But eventually, I have degrees from other things in other fields.
Yeah.
But I still love
Celsius.
films. I'm a huge film buff, and I'm the guy who goes to movies every week.
Yeah, right.
so do you have a passion to make films or no?
I used to really want to get into it. Really, I got into it for special effects.
And
But
porn.
by doing that, I got into more just the film piece of it.
Yeah.
And I love it, man. I just love it. I don't know that I've never tried to sit and make them.
Well, you know, we always are looking for crew people on shorts and shit that we do.
good at After
I've been-
Effects right now.
I've been 20 years in IT, so I have a technical bent. So that certainly helps.
I'm an IT too.
Stephen King's IT.
Hiding sewers. Hey, did you read that new comic book?
So FYI, just
Pretty
saying,
much.
just reaching out
All right, on.
with the olive branch, you know what I mean? Just say, hey, look.
Olive oil.
And the olive oil, you know what I mean? Just kind of soothe it down. But
I
yeah,
buy a
freaking-
virgin.
If
but it's
anybody
not what I
requires a
use.
stunt man, I'm very good at flying across rooms and over couches.
There we go.
Downstairs.
We always,
And
every
downstairs.
action movie
Classic
needs a
rock cop
stuntman.
force.
There you go. But just don't be Mike, every guy in the movie.
Dude, the trailer's like Mike Nider's the cop. Mike Nider's Mike Nider's the innocent vice.
Mike Nider, the movie.
Yeah.
That
The big time.
right there is what needs to happen. Mike in all parts.
I'm not in it. You guys
Yeah,
all
right.
Or
It's like that Bob Dylan movie with the
Story of Mike Nider.
wait a minute. We're going really deep here, but what was the movie? What was the movie we made? Was it the
ninja shit, dude. That was
remember
fucking
when
hilarious.
everybody played other people?
Oh, yeah. That was Red. It was the Mike Rice story.
Mike Rice story. Well, he was a friend of ours. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a friend of ours. He turned into a
Think about that.
But everybody
sounds
else played
questionable.
other people. So like
We all
Mike,
played each other.
right? So Mike would play me, and I would play Mike.
Right. I played Andy. You.
I didn't play anybody. I wasn't in it. I was too busy.
You were the casting couch.
An executive producer credit.
He was the Harvey Weinstein. It was an all-male production, but he was the Harvey Weinstein.
I was like,
Fluffer.
Too soon.
Fluff
too soon.
fluffer.
Too soon.
Hashtag me poo.
It's never too soon to make fun of a rapist. And Jason, you want to start acting in movies, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bring the karate and the anger.
The karate and the anger.
But just letting you know,
Nice
the
combo.
House of Gozer is available for extras
Yes.
when you need us.
Read all about it.
And I'm obviously super dramatic, yeah, so.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are
you
totally
dramatic. I
available
heard
for being
that in
extras.
your voice when you're speaking, when you're talking about yourself. I heard that.
So if you could, in all seriousness, if you could be in a movie, what role would you want to play? I mean, like, what kind of role?
Stunt cock.
That's a good question.
Stunt cock?
Yeah, probably stunt cock would be good.
Well, just so
you need a
happens.
lot of special
It's a
effects.
pin socket at airport.
I think you should be yourself, but hey, stunt cock works.
Right. I could be myself.
I'm sure you have a small cock and it works.
Exactly. Yeah. I need lots of special effects. Prosthetics.
Well, remind me to show you the kung fu movie we made called The Golden Dong.
Okay. Are you making a sequel?
I'd like to.
I'm in.
It's you.
But that was
Ryan,
fun.
so what about you? Anything with film you want to do?
No.
Well, nothing?
No, I write. Yeah, I watch them, but I actually write.
Voiceover,
So-
maybe.
So you write.
Yeah.
We can use writers
Nothing
too.
published yet, but yeah.
Do you think you can write a movie script?
Probably. It's
just a different format.
Some on the back
jack
burner,
is
yeah.
set. Somebody get me a gauntlet.
I'm getting all these guys involved here.
There we go.
Then we can just show up the cameras and have fun.
Oh, dude, all we need is two sexy
this is
chicks,
for-
and we can make a movie right now. That's all we can do right now. Like two sexy chicks, boom, movie, boom.
Boom.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah, that's all you do. You write movies
Well, we
based on
have
what it is
writing
you
all
want to
through
see.
this- You know what I mean? There's a writer
Rider on the storm.
Niter.
Writer.
You know what I mean? So there's a movie
You know,
here.
there's
It
enough
doesn't work
writers here
well.
we could write a DC film.
Yeah, that sounds like a DC production.
You're talking his language right now. He has a great idea for DC. Not going to give it away, but talk to him after the show.
Next
They won't do it anyway.
It's okay. They're not listening anyway.
Writer, Nader. Jeremy Allen gave me that joke.
Goose.
By the way, on the credits, all your names are going to be listed as played by Mike Niter.
That's fantastic.
Sweet.
I dig it.
Also, catering.
All right, so let's get on that. Let's change the subject a little bit.
right.
Who here has had their prostate milked?
Not me.
Not
You mean professionally
almond?
or amateur?
You think
What's that?
Professional or amateur?
Almond Joy.
You think
Let's
I'm
go
Donald Trump?
amateur.
Yes.
He has. What was that like? Could you fill a gallon?
I do okay.
Did you put it in your coffee?
No.
I'm not 40 yet, so I'm just waiting. I'm like, God damn it.
You're just waiting.
Damn it.
How would you
just-
milk
that-
the prostate?
Well, yeah, as soon as I turn 40, I
What
get
is
his
that?
hand up.
Very,
What you
very
think?
carefully.
Would they be called butt udders?
Something.
I just
All right,
have to
so-
wait to be 8.
I'm just gonna real quick before the segment. I just want to ask each one of you, what's your favorite Marvel movie?
This is 2018.
Infinity War?
Captain Marvel.
That hasn't come out yet.
Still my favorite.
All right.
I like that. Good
Why?
answer.
Why?
Winter Soldier,
Because
probably.
he can bend space
Winter
and
Soldier.
time.
Brie Larson.
Why?
I have to also go with Winter Soldier.
Why?
Winter Soldier's top of my list. Infinity War is up there with it, as well as
Guardians
Civil War.
Oh, Civil War.
Yeah.
Nighter.
Yo.
That guy.
Captain Marvel, partly for the importance of the film, as you know, as the arc is going on right now, partly because Captain Marvel is such a great character.
I think it's
So I'm
time.
so looking
it
forward
was
to
an
it.
accidental timing, I think. but the timing of Captain Marvel
Exactly,
now
perfect.
Yep.
is absolutely perfect.
So,
There you go. That's what
what about DC now? Let's move to that. What's your favorite DC movie so far?
That's it, Wonder Woman. Not gonna not be.
Man of
I
Steel.
can't go there.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel.
Do we have to count DC movies now or
I was going to
all
say, mine's
DC
Dark
movies?
Knight, but does that count?
The DCEU. Yeah, DCEU.
Superman 78.
Because even the DC universe now isn't the DC universe now.
I'm gonna be very controversial and say Suicide Squad.
Whoa.
I like it.
I'm gonna say Suicide Squad.
And there's so much potential with what, and this is one thing I like that DC's doing, and where Marvel, like Marvel, but they kind of have it easy because it's kind of sci-fi and a little bland. But dude, DC's pushing the envelope, man, and that's where I think Suicide Squad. How you doing? And Suicide Squad and Justice League and even the Darkness and everything that they're doing has potential when they're trying things. It's not just running through streets and throwing things at people.
All right. So that was his great sultry voice. We'll be right back on another segment.
To get fingers.
DC.
All right, welcome back. All right, so here's what we're gonna do on segment 3. We're gonna recast the Justice League characters in DCEU. So let's start with one of the not so popular characters. Let's start with Cyborg.
Oh, we're going that route.
Charlie Murphy. No, wait, what?
Charlie Murphy.
Do they have to be alive or dead? Can they be anybody?
Throw out one of each.
Actually, just anybody. Just
Lobo.
anybody like Casper.
Lobo.
Charlie Sheen.
As Superman?
No,
Or
no,
Cyborg?
Cyborg. I just fuck with
Anybody
it.
in the series, because if we go one at a time, dude, it's going to
Emmanuel Lewis.
Who'd you say? Emmanuel Lewis, a cyborg?
Yeah.
Webster?
Hell yeah.
I like that a lot.
I'm into that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's all CG anyway. Just
Right.
put his face on the body.
That is interesting. I mean, what do you guys got? Anything?
Lakeith Stanfield for Cyborg.
Who's that?
He was in Get Out.
Oh yeah.
He was the guy in the hat that got out of the car that started freaking out.
Oh
The first
yeah,
guy
yeah,
who got
yeah.
abducted
That
at the
dude.
very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the only recast I would have would be Lex Luthor in The Flash. Other
Jesse
than that,
Eisenberg was what I was going to say
Same.
too. Absolutely.
All right.
Anybody.
I like Ray Fisher. I
Let-
think.
Yeah, I thought,
Yeah, I thought he was cool too.
Hey, can I say something? I never seen this movie.
Well, then don't say that.
You're missing nothing.
Me personally, I would recast the Flash.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
I
do.
actually did. And I'll tell you, dude. I'm an Affleck kind of. I was poo-pooing Affleck forever, but I'll tell you what, dude. I think I've heard recently that he is quitting. And there was something recently that I'm thinking that happened. Is John Hamm?
He's a little too
Hey,
old
his
though,
name's been
isn't
thrown
he?
around for it.
It'd be like having Affleck again. I mean, if you're
No.
going to recast, if you're going to recast Batman, he's got to be.
You gotta go younger.
You gotta go
But I
younger.
think that's the direction they're probably going to go. But
Here's who I'd like to see as Batman, but he's got to beef up quite a bit. Skarsgård.
What?
Bill or Alexander?
Which one?
is that the dude from The Alienist?
For it. The dude played was in it. He was in,
Oh wait, I see where he's going
yeah.
with
He's a little
this.
nerdy looking.
Imagine him beefed up.
He'd have to get on some
Wait a
serious.
minute.
Yeah, then you'd have Eric Northman. You'd have his brother.
I'm sure if he beefs up, I think he'd make a great Bruce Wayne. And then the Batman,
John Hamm.
he could pull that shit off.
John
That
Hamm
crazy,
should be nice.
the crazy side of
Wes
Bruce
Bentley
Wayne.
should be
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I see where you're going with
You know,
that.
I'll be honest with you. The way I would go with it is kind of the Gal Gadot road, where she wasn't really well known.
Yeah.
And Jason
right.
Momoa,
These
even.
wins.
I would get somebody new that's not
And
the
like-
12.
Even Henry Cavill
I was gonna
wasn't
say,
all
he
that.
wasn't
Yes,
either.
exactly. And I'll tell you, dude, I love Christopher Reeves as Superman. I love Henry Cavill as Superman.
Me too.
I think
Me too.
he
I'll agree with that.
I love him as Superman, dude.
I agree.
And Gal Gadot, I think, is amazing. And
only
Jason
when
Momoa,
he
I
uses
like
real
how they
mouth.
made Aquaman
Yeah.
kind of cool. Dude.
I would not change Gal Gadot. No way.
Yeah.
I would not recast the Flash. I would rewrite the Flash. I think
would-
his dialogue is terrible, and he's written terribly, but the actor is okay.
I'd get
It's
a
a
kid from the TV show.
cave.
I like the older brother in Stranger Things to be the Flash. And not be. I don't
Charlie,
want to be so quirky either.
What's his name? Charlie
Murphy?
Charlie Cokehead,
Yeah, that guy.
He could do coke as Flash. I might even give him some extra speed.
make him go fast.
But what would it do for him? What? Oh, okay.
Speed is a superpower.
Speedball or Speed Force? I don't know.
I'm in the speedball.
Actually, technically, it is a speedball.
Oh, I got a good question. What DC villain would you like to see in the DCEU?
Oh, that's easy. That's not easy.
I was going to say, who would that be?
Dr. Polaris. Oh, no. Psycho Pirate. I want Psycho Pirate. Really, really, really bad.
Played by Johnny Depp.
Yes. No.
That's all he can do anymore. So yeah.
Played by, Psycho Pirate's, he's nuts. Didn't Psycho Pirate kill Supergirl in the Crisis? Or didn't he killed Flash? I think he killed Flash.
I still can't move on from Darkseid.
Have you guys seen the Black Manta pictures?
Yeah.
I am giddy.
I was like,
I am giddy. And, I'll tell you, that's another thing I think, and this is kind of a Zack Snyder. I mean, I know Juan's doing it, but I think it's still Snyder in the DC experiment. But the fact they're going with the trench and
Yes.
making it dark.
Yeah. Yes.
And, I really think that's straight Snyder-esque.
Yeah,
I think he has, and I think he's still producing it and stuff.
no,
right?
Well, the
he's
darkness was never the problem with those movies.
It's the
It was the
writing.
writing.
Dude,
So,
and like
you can
even
be
Sucker
dark.
Punch, I
You're right.
love Sucker Punch,
I
but
do
the
too.
writing, I mean, you could kind of see where, but it visually, I
Yeah,
love
I'm with
Snyder's
you.
style.
Snyder's amazing, but the editing is awful. And look,
Well, I think that
Well,
turned
they
into
need
a
me.
cluster F after.
well, that's what happens when you have too many cooks in
Yes.
the
A kitchen.
Get
Yes.
the studio out of it.
Yeah.
Get the studio
See,
out
the
of
guy
that
they got
stuff.
right
See, this is the problem with money
now,
is.
Walter Hamada.
Same thing with money.
Yeah.
What it comes down to is money. It inflates
Gotta get-
the fucking project, and the project becomes nothing. And guess what? It was a great idea, but it inflates something.
And
To
on
me, that
to
pisses me
piggyback
off.
on that, I think DC needs to accept that they're not Marvel, $1 billion
Right,
film company.
right.
I think that, and I know it's hard to tell.
They know
but
that.
the-
It is-
but no, but I'm telling
pride
you,
is pride.
God damn it, dude. The board of executives and shit, right? You got to
Right.
go in there, and you'll never do that to say, look, we want to be artists, not make money. That's not right. That's not going
Right.
to happen. You know what I mean? So that's the issue that DC has.
They could
But-
be billion-dollar movies though. They're,
They
But
could
I
be.
think if
You're
they
right,
let
you're
it
right, you're
really
right. You
happen,
are
it
fucking
could
right.
be.
they're shitting and falling back
And
in
who
every
would have
single time.
expected 10, 15 years ago that Marvel would be?
The Punisher Warzone was one of the fucking best fucking comic movies I've ever seen in my life.
The best
And I'm
Punisher
I
ever.
don't know shit about comics, but you know what? I know that.
Props
And
to
that is
Lexi
important.
Alexander,
Right.
man.
Yeah, and Ray Stevens, man.
Yeah.
That dude, that was in the way they did that body armor, but
Yeah,
with the neck.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
in that flare.
The Navy SEALs.
Dude, that
type
opening scene,
shit,
man.
dude.
That opening scene is, and it was the same. I had my two favorite reactions watching a movie is the Joker. It's
Oh, yeah.
gone, right? That scene, that whole scene, I was like, ooh, right. But the opening scene for Punisher Warzone, that after that happened, I was like, they're doing the Punisher right. They're doing the Punisher right, dude.
Yeah.
It was, oh, dude, I was so good. It was.
And
good
I
stuff.
like the Netflix series. I just
I hate.
I think it's
Really?
I think it
Fucking
goes
hate
too
it, dude.
long. I think it's too drawn out.
I love
It's
the
drawn
Defenders
out.
and I
It's
love
definitely
Daredevil.
drawn
The
out.
rest of Netflix.
They need to
No,
shorten
Jessica
that.
Jones is a great series. Both seasons have been excellent.
Well, we've talked about the
I
Netflix
forced-
series, and he's right. They need to make it 10.
Yeah.
8, 9
The
episodes.
budget
8,
that
9
they
kick-ass
had to squeeze
episodes.
it down, it would be so much better.
Yeah,
Right,
because
Luke Cage
DC's
and
darker.
Iron Fist,
DC's
definitely.
darker, and Marvel is lighter. You know what I mean? It's a lighter
But dude,
crowd.
Marvel, like Daredevil, and those could be dark.
Yeah,
And-
they
and
could be.
kinda
They
do
could.
it.
I mean, they have a whole open palette.
I don't
here.
like Barenthal, and I'll tell you. So there's a bunch of reasons why, but here's so Ray Stevens, Warzone, right? Tack, 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 right? No, Barenthal, fucking Rambo in it and shit, dude. And then here's his acting. Dude, you tell him something
Tourette's.
disturbing, that's what he does.
What is it?
Dude, like fucking Jesus Christ.
You got a weak woman, Rick.
Yeah.
Weak boy.
Heard that.
I love Barenthal though. I love him, man. Fury's so good. I like him as. I would have loved to see him as Deadshot. That was the guy.
That I would totally.
That was the casting we wanted, and we got.
So you don't think? What's his name? God damn it! From Affleck's fucking.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
No.
What about Will Smith?
Jennifer
Irish
Lopez.
dude. Bullseye.
Oh, Bullseye. Oh, Colin Farrell.
Isn't that what
Oh,
you
Colin Farrell.
Yeah,
He said
Colin
Deadshot.
Deadshot.
I said Deadshot.
Fucking idiot, my.
You're thinking Bullseye.
What? Colin Farrell.
Deadshot, Bullseye. They're kind of connected.
My bad. I'm an idiot.
Well, Jeremy's an idiot. We're going to leave it on that note for a second. We're going to come back to one more segment with House of Gozer and PODeGOZER. Welcome back to PODcast.
Fucking we'll do it live.
So right after this, why don't you shoot on over to the House of Gozer's page, and we're going to be joining them on their podcast.
HouseofGozer.com, episode 204.
So 204.
204.
204.
All right, let's get back to some geeky stuff. Comic book TV shows. What's your favorites?
Legion.
Current or
Current.
ever?
Legion.
Current.
The Walking Dead. Walking Dead would be included in that, actually.
Oh,
So
That
would
would be
Preacher.
my favorite.
So would Preacher. Oh,
Gotham,
man.
then Legion,
Lucifer.
then Preacher.
Preacher. All right, Legion. Preacher.
And Preacher starts in a week.
Yeah, I mean, Legion is the best show. It's Kubrick-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very Kubrick-ish.
I haven't watched season 2 yet, so I'm not up to date. But the beginning of Cloak and Dagger has been fantastic so
Yeah,
far.
I
It's
got
been
a
really
DVR.
good.
I don't know nothing about Legion, but the thing is that the way they're doing it through TV, yeah, fuck yeah, dude, it's awesome.
It is badass.
It's awesome.
But I'll
Because-
tell you, the one thing with Legion it does is it reaffirms my hope of Americans not being fucking idiots and shit, dude. Because there's so much TV out there that's like stupid and whatnot. Like,
Yes.
hey, would you like to buy a pyramid? and
Must be a
shit.
Putin
Watch
puppet.
Joe McHale.
Legion
Watch Joe
actually
McHale
is,
every
like,
week.
Intellectually, like it's conceptual and it's artistic and it's
Makes you think.
Yes, it's brilliant.
Makes
dude.
you think.
Good stuff.
Joe McHale, I love that show on Netflix. Anybody else see this? Watch it. You got his new show after E. Fuck E. Anyways, boom.
The drug?
The Netflix. So, anyways, but the thing is that he makes fun of all the shows he's just talking about. You know what I mean? And Legion gives me that hope of like, wow, there's actually real artists and real ideas in TV still.
Legion
but
gives
that's
me
one of many. It's
And Noah
one of many.
Hawley, who does that show, is the same guy who's been doing this Fargo TV show.
Yeah, Fargo is
Does that
shit.
show,
Which
what
is
he
also
does-
fantastic. He does Legion. He's the one who oversees Legion.
Yeah,
Like
that's badass.
produces it or
Yeah.
something? Because I've seen there's like a Michael something that directs a lot of
Well, he's the
them.
showrunner.
Okay, that's...
Different people write and direct, but he's the
But
showrunner.
executives are.
It is so...
In and out,
And
in and
every
out.
season, because this new season, they build a set that's upside down. Right? So they could walk to... And I'm so jealous. Like, as a hopeful filmmaker
That
or whatever,
scene-
I was like, the freedom that they have to just... It is gorgeous. It is just gorgeous.
Lighting
Kubrick.
techniques,
It's Kubrick.
Yeah.
It's Kubrick.
Everything.
colors
Kubrick.
that you, everything, man.
And
It's
they
pretty
gave a
great.
shout out to the
2001
comic
Space
accurate
Odyssey.
hair this season.
I am going to give one
On
shout out to a
steroids.
comic book show that doesn't. I don't think it's enough credit. Gifted is actually really good.
Yeah, it is.
I like Gifted, but it was running the same time as Runaways
Uh-huh.
on Hulu, and I like Runaways a lot.
I haven't watched that
better
yet.
than Gifted.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
really
Runaways-
good.
Is it?
Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Hulu.
Who knew that Hulu?
So Preacher's
But I will
on the
not be watching
24th.
that
Love
then.
Preacher.
I do too.
Walking Dead. You like them, right?
Nah.
See, all right, can I throw a wrench in somebody's spoke here?
Is it a monkey?
How the fuck does somebody still watching? Not be mean or like that, but I just don't see it as entertaining anymore. You know what I mean?
What?
Walking Dead.
Well, I
Sorry.
watch it, but I read the comics. And I like to see
Well,
what they do.
if you read the comic, then you know
Well,
where
that
how
and somebody that's into it.
no, they
I
separate
get it.
from the comics, so I like to see what they do, what spins they put.
they're going to
which
spin
way
off
they
it.
go.
They're going to spin off it for sure.
Yeah, I think they're. We had talked about this a couple weeks ago. When the comic goes right, the show's going left, and they've killed Carl, which was stupid, and then Rick's leaving.
That's right.
So
Stupid.
It's and the whole story's about Rick, pretty much.
Yeah.
So when you take those elements out, you're left with, we got us a damn trail.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to.
Dead people
I'm not
fall on us.
I'm not trying to, whatever. But the thing is, I'm an outsider now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm just speaking into, what you guys know because
No,
I can't find it.
I do think it's getting about time for them to wrap it up
Yeah, I
because
do.
it is
Yeah,
getting to
right.
a point where
It's coming to a.
Well, they got another series going. And
that one sucks. I don't care.
Actually,
for that
I
one.
think
You like it?
I think Fear the Walking Dead this season has been really good.
Is
Is a far better improvement. Spoilers, in case anybody hasn't seen the last episode of the first half of the season, they're going the time displacement. How they're telling the story. They're telling it kind of in pieces. So they're
Yes.
telling the past as they're going through,
I give you that.
to get all the way down to the finale and find out that one of the main leads has been dead the whole time. It's a little.
Sixth Sense?
I smell dead people.
Is it Bruce
Actually,
Willis?
on The Walking Dead, I see dead people as appropriate as fuck.
I was
We've
going
seen
there.
that. We've
Yeah.
seen that. We've seen that.
So yeah, I think as far as comic book shows, honestly, Daredevil's probably my favorite.
Yeah, I love all
Yeah.
the Netflix series.
I
Actually,
love Daredevil,
as far as TV goes.
and I like The Flash.
I started to watch Flash. I did make it through the first.
I am one of the rare few. I love the CW and what they're doing with
Yeah.
DC. So
See, my problem with
Yeah,
CW
right.
is there's a certain look CW has and a certain.
Right.
They're actually
It's a
putting
little
money
flirty.
into it.
Now, the
They're actually
key-
putting
Well,
money
that's
into it.
until Cloak and Dagger. It changes.
Is that on CW?
It is.
That's on Freeform.
You're
That's
right,
on
it's on Freeform, isn't
That's
it?
right. But
Those
to
are
me,
Berlani shows, so forget
I
that.
refer
But
to.
the key to CW is to DVR it, and as soon as they sit down with T, fast forward.
Well, I call.
Right, just go through that and then get back in the.
Every time they go into jitters, fast
They're
forward.
taking that British style, that
And you
Hitchcock
know the
feeling.
one thing I noticed on the CW is they're a bunch of alcoholics, dude. Every show they are always making whiskey, putting it down, like everything they do, which I'm not against. I'm cool.
I refer to all the shows as like the Flash 90210.
Yeah.
The Arrow
Well,
90210.
there are the soap
That's why I don't
opera
like Arrow.
aspects.
I stopped watching Arrow
Yeah.
because it's too much drama.
With having that many episodes a season, there
Why
has
would
to be a
you
lot
watch
of
This season of Arrow.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, y'all poo-poo
This
on
season
it.
picked up a lot, I think.
Good, because I'm going to poo-poo on
I'm gonna put all of that shit.
It's green poo-poo.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they're actually making it and they're successful because I hope that leads to other stuff that's going to be better. But I just can't get into them right now.
I like Black Lightning too. I thought Black Lightning.
I haven't
was
watched
well
that
done.
one.
That was a really good first season.
Yeah, really good. So they're doing the Lord's work over there. As far as DC's concerned, now if the movies would catch up, that'd be
I'm waiting
fantastic.
for the streaming service.
But yeah, me too, because I
Too
really
soon,
think
too
I'm
soon.
interested to see how that.
I really do, and I think the movies is smart to do Shazam. It's a B character, smart.
It could go one or two.
Yeah,
ways.
really.
It could
Yeah,
go
but I
good
think
or
there's
bad.
potential
Shazam
there.
Shazam is probably one of my least favorite DC.
Yeah, right.
I could really.
I think they could really turn it around
But
if
I
they
think
made a
it's
good
good
movie.
for them.
Yeah.
That's where they put their money maker in. Because that's a kid. Like you can make that a kid friendly.
Yeah.
Big time.
Well, what's every kid's fantasy?
Yeah.
To be a superhero, and that's how they're going to market it. And they're going to make a lot of money, and if the movie's good, it'll do well.
Well, here's my thing. I think Marvel has the better stable of heroes, but I think DC has a better stable of villains.
I would agree with you. I think that's absolutely true.
I would
And
agree
I
with
think a
myself.
lot of that's with Batman, because Batman is a psychological story, which makes it beautiful and awesome.
That's
and
why I
all
like
the
Batman.
characters, Two-Face, bipolar, and Joker's
he is
insanity.
psychotic.
He's definitely got the best stable of
Scarecrow
villains in all comic
fear,
books.
yeah.
No doubt.
I don't know though.
Hands
I like
down.
Spider-Man's rogue gallery a whole hell of a
It's
lot.
still not.
I'm interested in the
Batman.
Yes.
I want to see how that is one of my favorite Spider-Man, and it's
That is gonna get
it
fucking
weird
butchered.
that when they announced that, I was like, I don't know how to. I was like
I
excited,
love
but
it.
at the same time,
I
I was like,
love it.
all right,
It's not
so
gonna.
I'll
It's
go.
not gonna be.
You don't think? I mean, Marvel's been doing a good
I think this will
job.
be their one fuck up.
Yeah,
Why?
you think?
I don't know, man.
Why?
I feel like that was
Why?
Iron Man 3.
That feeling.
I have a feeling this will be Marvel's first fuck up.
All right, there you go.
And I think that could be partially because
I
it's
actually
not
think
just
Homecoming might have been that. I did not like Spider-Man. Go fuck yourself. All the movies suck.
Yeah, my kids like
Dude,
Spider-Man.
all this hype with this new
Ouch.
Spider-Man dude. I was like,
You know what?
Sorry.
I haven't even seen this new
The
Spider-Man
Vulture-
movie. Homecoming. I haven't even seen it.
You're wrong.
I don't care.
I enjoyed it. I like Michael
okay.
Keaton.
Nah,
Yeah, I
dude,
thought he was
it was
badass.
so-
I like the new Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's one of my favorite
I
heroes
do
of all time.
like him with the others. Like in Infinity
I saw
War,
part
it
of
was
it. It
kind
was
of cool
alright.
because he does
Yeah.
play that kid thing.
It wasn't as bad
But
as
that
Solo.
new dude, Homecoming, I did not like it.
Am I doing okay, Mr. Stark? Is it okay, Mr. Stark?
Are you really here? Yes,
Am I doing it right, Janet? Am I doing it right, Janet?
That was the same thing.
Well, everybody, my PODeGOZER is tingling because it's time to go.
So is my tape.
Oh. So, one last shout out to House of Gozer. Go ahead and say your names again.
House of Gozer.
Chris Stevie.
Jason Mabry.
Ryan Mullet.
Christian Ellis.
I'm Mike.
Jeremy.
I'm Josh.
And thanks for having us, man. Seriously.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks.
Hey,
PODeGOZER.
privileged to have you.
We will continue this conversation on our podcast.
House of Gozer. Adios, Cool Ranch Doritos.
Whoop, whoop.
Meanwhile, behind the innocent looking.
That's it. We're done.
Oh,
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and render this.
I can't get out.
All right.
It looks like you're doing something else.